All right. So my name is Baki, and this is the first time I'm here on the podcast. And okay, first things first, we're just gonna look through the teams that are participating in the 100. So there are a total of 8 teams. The first one is Manchester Originals, Northern Superchargers, Birmingham Phoenix, Trent Rockets, Welsh Fire, London Spirit, Oval Invincibles, and Southern Brave. So, some things you can look at for the 100 that's going to take place, I think, in a day or a few hours. I think in a few hours, yep, as during the time recording this. So, it's 100 ball per innings, and bowlers have bowlers can deliver a maximum of 20 balls per game, and each bowling side has a timeout, which is about, I think, 2 to 3 minutes, and the coach is also able to walk out to the middle of the ground and discuss whatever he wants to with his players during the game. And the power play is a 24 ball power play for each team, and 2 fielders are allowed outside of the initial 30-yard circle during the power play. The game length is about, I think, 2.5 hours. Yeah, around there. Yeah. Lewis Gregory was the captain. David Milan, Wahab Riaz, he's participating from third game onwards. Stephen Melanie, Tom Moose, Matthew Carter, Luke Wood, Luke Wright, Ben Cox, Tim Vander Gutton, Samit Patel, Sam Cook, Merchant, D. Lange, first available for the first 2 games, and that's the squad for Trent Rockets. And Lewis Gregory, like I said, I think is the leading Trent Rockets, and yeah. Then we move on to Southern Brave, Jofra Archer, Colin Grandom, Danny Briggs, James Vince, who's the captain, Liam Dawson, Chris Jordan, Tymal Mills, Delray Rollins, Alex Davis, George Carton, Ross Whiteley, Maxwell Craig Overton, Devon Conway, Quinton DeCock, and Jake Lintott. Those are the men participating in the Southern Brave, for Southern Brave. And Northern Superchargers, Ben Stokes, Faf du Plessis, who's the captain, Mujibur Rahman, Chris Lynn, Idle Rashid, Adam Lith, David Willey, Tom Kohler, Cadmore, Bryden Coss, John Simpson, Jordan Thompson, Matthew Potts, Matthew Fisher, Harry Brook, Callum Parkinson, and Ben Rain. Now for Welsh Fire, Ollie Pope, Johnny Bairstow was the captain, Tom Benton, Ben Ducker, Case Ahmed, Liam Plunkett, David Payne, Ryan Higgins, Glenn Phillips, Jimmy Neesham, available for only the first 3 games, Jake Ball, Ian Cockbain, Josh Cobb, Matthew Critchley, David Lloyd, Lewis Deploy, Lungi, and Giddy, who's available from the 4th game onwards. Now on to Oval Invincibles. Sam Curran, Rory Burns, Sunil Narayan, Jason Roy, Sam Billings, who's the captain, Tom Curran, Shamsi Tabrice Shamsi, Reese Topley, Will Jacks, Laurie Evans, Nathan Sauter, Alex Blake, Sakib Mahmood, Colin Ingram, Brendan Glover, Jordan Clark, and Jordan Cox. Now for Manchester Originals, Josh Butler, who's the captain, Phil Salt, Matt Parkinson, Joe Clark, Sam Hain, Colin Munro, Lockie Ferguson, Tom Hartley, Dan Douthwaite, Carlos Brathwaite, Tom Lamonby, Stephen Finn, Colin Ackerman, Calvin Harrison, Ollie Robinson, Fred Klassen. Okay, London Spirit, Zach Crawley, Josh English, Ian Morgan was the captain, Mohammed Nabi, Mohammed Ahmed, Brad Wheel, Joe Denley, Dan Lawrence, Mason Crane, Adam Rossington, Rolf Vander Murray, Jade Dernbach, Louis Reach, Ravi Bopara, Chris Wood, Blake Cullen, Mark Wood, and now for Birmingham Phoenix was the last team. Chris Wilkes, Dom Sibley, Liam Livingstone, Warren Ali was the captain, Miles Hammond, Benny Powell, Tom Helm, Adam Milne, Pat Brown, Chris Benjamin, Imran Tahi, Will Smead, Chris Cook, Tom Ebel, Daniel Bell, Drummond, Finn Allen, and Dylan Pennington. So those were the squad lists for the respective teams participating in the 100.
I'm Ad Astra here, and we will be doing a SWOT analysis of all the teams from the 100. We start with Trent Rockets, a billion squad here, really good batting lineup with Joe Root, Gavin Malan, Alex Hales, and Dayashi Shot. The middle order is going to be fabulous. These fourth, they they number 10, and they have Rashid Khan, the best, arguably the best bowler in the world right now. They have a pretty weak and inexperienced bowling attack with just Wahab and Gregory. Wahab will not be available for the first three games. Serves as a blow to their chances. Luis Gregory has a really good chance to make his case for the T20 World Cup, and the pace bowling attack can prove that they're really good, and whoever does well might get a better contract in other formats as well. With Joe Root leaving, the middle order might not be as stable as it should be, but I think that David Malan can easily take his place and replicate what Joe Root does, as he's actually ahead of Joe Root in the England T20I squad. But the thing, I think Harp's absence in the first three games and a really good utility player in Machan De Lange leaving after the first two games might might be a blow to their chances. Brave, they've got a really good bowling attack in Jofra Archer, Emil Mills, Chris Jordan, and Liam Dawson, along with Colin de Grandhomme. They've got Craig Overton, who bowls really, really fast, and they've got a really good top order with Quinton de Kock, Kevin Conway, and James Wins. Like, no real weaknesses here. They've got a proper all-rounder in Colin de Grandhomme. They've got a fantastic pace attack and a fantastic top order. Opportunities, I think one or two opportunities might pop up in the middle order. Not no real opportunities for anyone here. Craig Overton might get a lot of games because Chris Jordan and Tymel Mills, they are not really season players. No real threats for Southern Brave here, as no one is leaving, and they're clearly heavy favorites for the 100. I might be wrong though, because I have to look at the other teams as well. We move on to the Welsh Fire, who are really unfortunate to see of their best batsmen, Ollie Pope and Johnny Bairstow, depart for the England series. Elimination will also be departing after the first three games, and Lungi and Givi won't be available for the first four games. I think this serves as a really big blow to the chances of Welsh Fire, but they've got still got a really good batting lineup in Tom Banton and the young guys. If we see that, we see Liam Plunkett and Jake Ball. Jake Ball can bat a bit as well, and Ben Dunkett, who is the wicket keeper. I expect a really good performance from him. Overall, I don't expect a lot from Welsh Fire, but they may as well pull through to the finals using the talent of the younger players. Threats, yeah, I have already mentioned the threats with Jimmy Lisham leaving after the first three games, and Ollie Pope and Johnny Bairstow departing for the India versus England series. Lungi and Gidi will obviously not be available for the first four games. So yeah, that these are all threats. Manchester Originals, really strong squad here as well. Only Joss Butler leaving for the India versus England series. Got Phil Salt, Matt Parkinson, who did a fantastic job with the ball, the England versus Pakistan series. Colin Munro, devastating Colin Munro, and Lockie Ferguson. This express pace can intimidate anyone in the world. They've also got Carlos Brathwaite and Stephen Finn, who are really good utility players. Not a lot of weaknesses in this squad. Maybe some chances in the middle order can be expected, and Phil Salt and Matt Parkinson will be looking to make a strong case for themselves in the future. Overall, I'd say it's a really strong team, and I expect them to do well. Now we move on to the Northern Superchargers, a really fantastic squad here. Albeit I doubt it's complete. They have got Stokes, Fab Duplessis, Mujibur Rahman, Chris Ling, Adil Rashid, David Willie, and a lot of other young talent. First of all, Ben Stokes leaving, that itself serves as a threat and a weakness to the Northern Superchargers, and their pace department is pretty unexperienced, apart from David Willie as well. Opportunities, there will be plenty of opportunities the top order or the middle order if Fab decides to play in the middle, and a lot of opportunities in the pace department as well for players to prove themselves, as well as David Billy, who may stake a claim for himself in the World Cup or for the future. Stokes leaving, of course, we talked about this before as well, serves as a really huge blow for the Northern Superchargers, and this might well be the difference between reaching the final and failing to qualify. London Spirit, fabulous squad here as well with Zach Crawley, Owen Morgan, the English national team captain, Mohammad Amir, who is eager to make a comeback, Denley, the young Dan Lawrence, Ravi Bophara, has been missing for quite some time now, and Mark Wood. A lot of holes in the squad, I'd say, with not a really good pace bowling department apart from Mohammad Amir and Mark Wood, and the spin bowling is lacking a bit as well. But overall, they seem to be set to do well. They seem set to do well. The opportunities, a lot of opportunities will be available in the top order for in the top order for Dan Lawrence and for Mohammad Amir to make his case as a fast bowler. I'm sure they will be, and I'm sure they both will be eager to perform. Now, only Zach Crowley is going to leave for the India versus England tour, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Team will look at name is Birmingham Phoenix. Nice, well-rounded squad. Chris Folks, fantastic bowler and can bat really well. Tom Sibley, who's set to leave for the India versus England series. Liam Livingstone, who I think can prove to be the X factor here, as he can smash those sixes and get in those economical overs. Finally, another player who can prove to be the X factor here, and he's similar to Liam Livingstone, but he bowls better than him. Now, And Imran Tahir, the old is gold saying might come true for Birmingham Phoenix and Imran Tahir this time round. And they have Adam Mill as well, who might get injured, but I think that he's still a really great bowler. Not a lot of weaknesses here. Maybe maybe some improvements to the middle order and the pace bowling department, but I think that they are a really strong team. There won't be a lot of opportunities here because the squad is pretty well rounded. Maybe Liam Livingstone will look to cement his place in the England squad for the World Cup. Same goes for Moeen Ali. Chris Fox will also want to be in that squad. And they've also got Finn Allen, who I missed out, who will be eager to make a case for himself for the New Zealand squad. Oval Invincibles, they've got a really strong bowling attack with Sam Curran, Sunil Narayan, the number one T20I rank bowlers, Tabraiz Shamsi, Reece Topley, Tom Curran, young Shakib Mahmood, and they have also got Captain Sam Billings along with the ever reliable Colin Ingram. I think the only weakness here will be the middle order, because apart from Billings, I don't think there is anyone experienced in the middle order, and this will also provide a lot of opportunities here. The threats are of course Sam Curran and Rory Burns are leaving for the India versus England series. I don't think that will hamper the chances of the Oval Invincibles, since they've got a more than able cover and Tom Curran, and I think there are a lot of batsmen who can cover for Rory Burns. So yeah, they've got a really strong squad, and I think they might go unbeaten throughout the tournament if the squad sticks well. I'd say the London Spirit, the Birmingham Phoenix, and the Southern Brave have a really strong chance of winning, but we don't know yet because maybe a cheeky Northern Super Changes or a Welsh Fire might win the cup itself. So enjoy the game. That's the point of the 100, and I hope the ECB and the ICC achieve its goal of spreading cricket and simplifying it with the 100, because it's a game we love, and it's the game we will continue watching the rest of our lives.